All right, hey guys, got a lot of additional questions here. I'm just going to do a quick video. Hopefully this will answer the majority of them for you. If you happen to have any other questions, I will attempt to answer them when I'm free. Lately I have had a little bit of time to be able to just jump on at the right moment and be able to answer your questions. So again, with the Badlands, I think it's the 3500 winch install, what you got to do for the actual handlebar connector, which is this guy right here, what I did was I fed the existing cables through here. On the back side, I got my Garmin in the way, fed it down through the existing wire ties here, and I ended up taking off this head cover here, which is just a couple of screws. I think they're about the same screw types, the hex screw that you utilize to take this guy off. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You could possibly feed the wires down through here and it just pops out the bottom. Now, let me get a better angle here. I went ahead and already undid the screws. There's 4 screws, one right here, one down here, one down here, and one right here. I just tuck them right down in here so that way they don't fall or anything else. And then you'll either need like a flathead screwdriver or something to be able to push these little brackets or these little connections back so that way you can pull this off. And then once you do so, you'll have these rubbers, rubber gasket that goes across this to keep it waterproof. The red cable that goes up and top from the handlebar connection actually just goes right here. Let me see. It's trying to find the angle here. Goes right down underneath where the battery connections are. Now on the positive, all I did was just snip off the original one that it came with, and then I just got another connector again from Harbor Freight, one that's a little bit wider in diameter that actually connect here. And then once I did that, I just kind of laid it across over here, so that way it's not have high tension or anything else on it. And that's pretty much it. The reason why I did that is because when you lay this down here, even with the ATV off, with the key turned off as well, I can move my plow. The other thing is I took pictures of the actual key mechanism that's in here. I don't remember how many pins it is, but I didn't want to go in and accidentally get the wrong one connected in and just have something go wrong. So I ended up just connecting it right in to the battery terminal so that way I have access. Now as far as the actual connector, the remote goes, you can place it on your grill. If you cut out like one of these little guys right here in the size of the little connection, you can have it right there nice flush and it will actually just screw right in. I didn't do that yet because I didn't have a need for the corded remote, but if you're going to do it and you have the same exact model here, I mean, if you're going to use it. So just cut one of these out. I didn't do it because I didn't want to cut. That's the only thing. You could possibly figure out another place on your ATV to place it, but I think if you're going to be pulling something, you might want to do it in here somewhere. That's pretty much it. And then once you get your plow, if you happen to get a plow on, you're going to have to pitch this forward. And the recommendation, there's these little skid plates on here. Don't have them engaged, otherwise you're going to leave quite a bit of snow behind. There is a skid plate on the front, wear bar, sorry. The wear bar actually glides across on the ground so it doesn't damage your cement or anything else like that. So these skids are normally just to keep it up, but from my days of plowing out here with the snow and stuff, I just keep them up so that way they don't interfere. And then one last thing, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I got some walkies, so that way if I'm out riding around or whatever else, or even hunting, whatever it may be, I have this Garmin. It's a Rino 755T. It has topographic maps, world maps on it, everything you can think of. The good thing about these radios are not only are they a radio, but they're GPS. You can send your location to other people that actually are on your channel. So if you're out on a big hunt, riding around, whatever it may be, you may have lost someone in the back and you want to know where they are, you can ping them and it will come up and show you them on their on your screen and tell you exactly where they are. So those are great. They are somewhat waterproof. I wouldn't say like drop it in a lake or anything, but I have it out when it's snowing or whatever else, water gets on it and I just wipe it off and it still works. Pretty much it. I do reloading for all my guns and stuff, so if you guys are interested in reloading or anything else, just send me a link on that or a comment. And here I'll just discuss this really quick, even though this video is not supposed to be for that. I carry extra things in here, like paracord, tools for my ATV, hand warmers, of course my insurance and all that other stuff in here. And then if you're out in the wilderness or whatever it may be, you could probably place a handgun in there just as backup if your rifle's on the back here. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of equipment that I normally carry around with me in my truck. One's for hygiene and stuff, and then the other one's for hunting, trapping, and all that other stuff. So that way, if I'm ever stuck out in the wilderness and I can't get anywhere, I at least have those bags. But anyways, if you guys want to express any interest in those, I can go through what I carry on me daily. But other than that, once you get this red cable connected to your terminal, you're good to go. And again, you won't have to have your ATV powered on or the key turned on in order for it to work. And then once you're done with that, you just place this back in here. Make sure that these rubber gaskets are placed back in and nice and in line and stuff, so that way you don't get water in your actual storage compartment. And I always carry an extra one of these just in case one of these wire ties happen to break somewhere when I'm out on the trails. But anyways, let me know if you have any other questions or if you want me to show you anything else. And you guys have a good night.